This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 337. How to Deal with A-Holes by Neghar Fonooni of negharfonooni.com. Hey to the hey to the hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm just trying to switch it up a bit here, and I realize that might be going too far. Anyways, I'm Joss Marie, in case you're new here, and this is the show where I try and help you optimize your relationships by bringing you some of the best relationship content in the world every single weekday. And today is no different. I'll actually, and I can't believe I'm saying this again, be covering another new author. And while Neghar is new to my show, you can actually hear more of her content being covered by Neil over on Optimal Health Daily. Simply search for Optimal Health Daily from wherever you're listening to this show if you'd like to check it out. And before I go any further, I just want to say happy birthday to my sister Jess. Love you tons, and I hope it's the best yet. But with that, I'm dying to hear what Neghar has to say about dealing with a-holes, so let's start optimizing your life. How to Deal with A-Holes by Neghar Fonooni of negharfonooni.com. Labor Day weekend in Cali was hot as a mofo. It appears that summer is finally making an appearance and no one in the beach cities has air conditioning. So, the ocean it is. We will brave the chilly Pacific waters because we are so hot we just can't stand it. Isaac took his board out a few times, but the undertow was strong and the waves were insane, which meant he wiped out like a boss and then ended up taking a long nap in the sand. It was lovely. When he woke up, I asked where he would like to eat, and he excitedly suggested Finn McCool's, which is a chill little pub restaurant near the beach. They have great food and a super positive vibe. So we walked over and were enthusiastically greeted by one of the servers, who pretty much knows us by now. He offered us a great table by the window and we settled in for brunch. I ordered a build-your-own Bloody Mary because, obviously, and a Cobb salad. Isaac had pancakes and bangers, aka sausage, which he found endlessly amusing. All was well and good, save for the exceptionally loud pair of guys at the table next to us. I get it, it's Sunday fun day. They've been day drinking, which I wholeheartedly approve of. They were having a great time and a passionate conversation. I'm all for passionate conversation. Until it turned salacious. My cheeks burned. I don't shelter my son by any means whatsoever, but I don't think he needs to be hearing loud and lewd descriptions during Sunday brunch. I let it go on a few more minutes, at which point I walked over and kindly excused myself for interrupting. Hey guys, so sorry to interrupt. I can see you're having a lot of fun, and I love that. I want you to keep having fun. The thing is, I have a 9-year-old boy sitting within earshot, and I'd really appreciate it if you could just talk a bit more quietly. I was as calm, kind, and compassionate as I could possibly be. There was absolutely no reason for me to open the conversation with any other type of energy, and I posited that if I was cool about it, they'd be cool about it. Apparently, one of them disagreed. Oh wow, really? Maybe don't bring him to a bar, he says. I remain calm and explain that this is actually a restaurant as well, that it's Sunday afternoon, and that there is in fact a kids menu. I also reminded him that I did come over very politely, and that while I understand he is under the influence, I think my approach deserved a little mutual respect. Thankfully, his friend stifled him. No, bro, she was very gracious. It's cool. Relax. I sat down. They stopped making loud adult comments. It was fine. Except it wasn't. It takes me a long time to cool off when I get heated up, which is why I try to stay cool most of the time. I was calm and collected when I approached these guys, but when one of them was nasty towards me, I felt a storm brewing inside me, especially given that I was in mama bear mode. For a few moments, this dude's audacity and ignorance gnawed at me. Bro, I was nice to you. Why so mean in return? I went over it in my head a few times and shortly arrived at the place where I always find peace. It's not my problem. It's not about me. This guy's attitude, not about me, not even a little bit. I couldn't control his behavior or his response. I was fully in my integrity and I felt completely authentic in the way I approached him. That's all I can do. The rest is completely out of my hands. Here's the thing. When someone is an a-hole, it actually has nothing to do with you. I know that's a hard pill to swallow. We hate it. We think, hey, you don't get to be an a-hole. It's not fair. It's not justified. And I get that. But we can't control whether or not someone is an a-hole. All we can control is ourselves and our reactions. Are we rooted in authenticity and compassion? Are we self-aware, self-loving, empathetic? Do we feel empowered? Do we have appropriate boundaries and strong connections? Do we give ourselves and others grace? Do we feel aligned with our integrity and our intentions? Because the chances are, when someone is an a-hole, they're coming from a deep place of lack in one of those areas. People inevitably act out of their own pain, and many times that pain manifests into lashing out on or disrespecting others. That has nothing to do with you. Are pain and lack an excuse to be an a-hole? Of course not. And I'm not asking you to excuse anyone for being an a-hole. I'm simply asking you to hit pause before you react and choose not to take it personally. Don't allow the a-holes to reduce you or to fire you up. Remember that they are behaving the way they do out of their own pain. That's their problem, not yours. Don't let them make it your problem. Instead, consider adopting a combination of both stoicism and compassion. The interesting thing about a-holes is that they expect you to either be an a-hole in return or cower before their aggression. They aren't expecting stoic compassion. Why not surprise them? You just listened to the post titled, How to Deal with A-Holes by Neghar Fonooni of negharfonooni.com. Neghar is a writer, intersectional feminist, mom, and life and mindset coach whose sole purpose through her work is to inspire you to make autonomous choices for your body and your life. And honestly, I couldn't have narrated this post at the more perfect time. I actually had a run-in recently with someone who I would say falls into the a-hole category. And while I couldn't understand in the moment why this person felt obliged to treat me so poorly with absolutely no motive other than the fact that I had walked through the front door, not to mention had a 2-year-old on my hip and an obvious baby bump, I realized after I left that it had 100% nothing to do with me. Rather, this person was just having a bad day and was going to act this way regardless toward me or anyone else. But if I had just taken a step back and taken that moment to pause, as Neghar suggests, maybe I wouldn't have taken her irritable demeanor so personally and wouldn't have gotten myself so worked up. So hopefully next time I'll be able to react more calmly in the moment, and hopefully you can too, if you're someone like me who sometimes takes things too personally. But for now, that's all I've got. Thanks so much for joining me here. I hope you have a great Tuesday and look forward to sharing a post with you tomorrow from lovesy.com, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more from incredible bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, Mark and Angel, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode. And head to oldpodcast.com, that's OLDpodcast.com, for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.